the president of the great state of Texas, and all the work he did as Attorney General in the state senate, the legislature, he's incredible. He hasn't lost his election, and he's not losing this election. That's why I have here. He's a winner. He's a winner.
If you expect to see some, I think she did a good job. You didn't see it with Jeremy.
No, this is House Television. First Television.
Not read upside down, clearly.
No, I just said John Price. Let me say, John Price. I went to the location early voting started last week, and the people want to see change. People want to see change. John Price has been a fair weather friend for this man's president. I've been very good at just like the next state. John Price is so true to be in so he's a fair weather friend. People in the great state of Texas want change. They want effective leadership in the North agenda, and they are leading here one person.
especially want to thank ticket holders and members of Defiance.org in all 50 states and territories, by the way, for their courage and commitment. Thank you. I have got 3 quick things to say to Donald Trump tonight. The first one is this: my crowd is bigger than your crowd. And given what I know about how many Democratic members of Congress have boycotted the State of the Union tonight, that is a fact. And he is not going to like that there are more people on the floor here than there are going to be on the House floor of the House of Representatives. Second thing I want to tell Donald Trump: you tried to silence me. You tried to silence us, and you failed. Like a lot of people in this room, I stood up against that man. My family suffered the consequences. Twice I have lost jobs because of him. I have lost our savings because of him. I have lost our family's security. I have lost close friends. I'm not the only one who's been threatened. My wife has been threatened. My 18-month-old daughter has been threatened. And you know what? That's how the President of the United States wanted it. He wanted to shut us up. He wanted to shut us up. And when we wouldn't shut up, he of course said, well, the reason we wouldn't shut up is because we're trying to make a buck. And I'll tell you what, it was really important that he said that, because it showed me something I'd forgotten. That Donald Trump underestimates the opposition because he doesn't understand them. We are not like him. I am not like him. Donald Trump may be in this to make a buck, to take taxpayer dollars from you. But unlike Donald Trump, we can't be bribed. We can't be bought. We can't be bullied. And we will not barter our conscience for a better room in a skyscraper. And finally, let me say this. Donald Trump may have turned America into his personal swamp out there across the country, but we will be the ones to drain it. And I'm going to make you a promise tonight. Like dictators before him, his fake gold facade will fall. And the people in this room and across America will spend years removing his name and his legacy from buildings. We will remove his name from monuments. We will remove his name from government programs he has desecrated. And I will tell you this, at the end of all of that, in place of the faded words of Donald J. Trump on the facade of those buildings and facilities, we will put the words of the United States Constitution. So let me say this. Donald Trump did something he did not expect. He united us. Donald Trump united millions of Americans across this country who are now determined and who are now defiant. And tonight, at this event, you will not hear from him. You will hear from them. So let me first welcome to the stage someone who has been a vocal and strident defender of the United States Constitution and the First Amendment. Please welcome Zetio founder Mehdi Hasan.
Why? But we'll also ask number two, strong? Strong? Is a democracy strong when a secret police is murdering American citizens in the street in cold blood? Is a democracy strong when lawmakers are being indicted, journalists are being arrested, comedians are being pulled off the air? Is a democracy strong when judges are being threatened, their rulings ignored, their families are being mentioned? Because the truth is that the state of our union is not strong, it is weak, it is stressed. It is being stress tested right now by a man who declares himself a dictator, who has always believed that laws are for other people. For other people. A man who not just frustrates us, he angers us. And here's the thing though, the fact that you are angry is a good thing. The fact that you are alarmed at the state of our democracy is a good thing. The fact that you are here, watching, organizing, showing up, making noise is a good thing. Because apathy is what authoritarians rely on. Our silence is what they feed off of. They want you to look around at all the chaos and say, it's just too much. They want you to think nothing I do matters. They want you to believe that voting is pointless. It won't make a difference. But democracy is not a spectator sport. It's a participation one. Democracy is not something you have, it's something you do. It's something you build and rebuild again and again, time after time, generation after generation, tyrant after tyrant. You rebuild it. This country has faced dark times before. Slavery, segregation, McCarthyism, all of those things were defeated, not because America is immune to fascism or autocracy, it isn't, but because ordinary people, citizens, decided that they would not accept those things as natural or normal in this country. So tonight, when Trump gives his State of the Union, I want you to remember, his speech, God help us all, is not what matters. What matters is what happens after his speech. What matters is what we do next. Remember, fascism is not destiny. It is a choice. It can be fought. It can be rejected. But only if we reject it together. And you know what gives me hope tonight? What gives me hope is that there are more of us than there are of them. There are more of us than there are of them. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, America has been saved before, not by presidents, not by billionaires, not by kings, but by citizens. It will be saved again the exact same way. By you, by me, by we, the people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Next to the stage, former Homeland Security Advisor at the White House, Olivia Troy.
I'm short. Here it is. I defy blind loyalty to any one man. I defy fear as a governing strategy. And I defy the idea that patriotism belongs to any one party. I'm Olivia Troy. I did serve in the first Trump White House. I sat in the rooms where decisions were made, and I saw what happens when power stops serving the country and starts serving itself. So I walked away. Not because it was easy, but because integrity mattered more than my title. I knew there would be consequences, not just for me, but for my family. I was serving in his White House, and I stood up to him publicly. When too many chose comfort over courage, they still do that today. Because I knew what a second term would unleash. And now we're living it. This isn't law and order. It is power demanding obedience. This is not the America that I swore an oath to protect. Donald Trump demands loyalty to him. We, the people, demand loyalty to the Constitution. I stand here as a daughter of an all-American boy who grew up on a farm and became a truck driver, and a Mexican immigrant mother. Mama, gracias. Te amo. I am the American dream, and that promise is being broken now. While Republican leadership in Washington demands applause tonight, families like the one I grew up in are choosing between rent and groceries, working full-time and still falling behind. Immigrant families are living with real fear. Parents are afraid to take their children to school. Workers are afraid to show up at jobs they've held for years. Families are hurting. That's the real state of the union, Donald Trump. But let me be clear, we will not let fear control us. So here's my message to those Trump enablers sitting in the Capitol tonight. We are not your audience. We are your employers. And we will remind you of that at the ballot box. I believe in ethics over ego. I believe the American dream is worth defending. And I'm asking all of you here in the audience tonight and at home to defend it with me. Not with violence, not with hatred, but with courage, like the courage that it takes to show up tonight. Keep showing up, organize, protect your neighbors, refuse to be silent, and most of all, you've got this, you know this, vote. Because fear doesn't work here. Not in our cities, not in our communities, not in this country. We are not afraid. We are not silent, and we will not back down. I stood up once, and I never backed down. And I know millions of Americans are ready to stand with me. So when I say stand up, you say defy. Stand up. Defy. We stand up. Defy. Let's defy together. Have a great night. Thank you, Portland Frog Brigade. You're awesome. To my friend Miles Taylor, thank you for putting this together. See you all later.
Please welcome to the stage Congressman Jason Crow, Democrat of Colorado.
Hi, everybody. Well, Donald Trump keeps on trying to put me in prison. A few weeks ago, he asked his political goons at DOJ to try to get a grand jury to indict me and Mark Kelly and Alyssa Slotkin and our other fellow vets. They failed. They will always fail. Because I took an oath to this country. I've taken many oaths to this country to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It's a lifetime oath, and it never stops for me. But here's the thing. This wasn't about our video. This wasn't about us actually doing our job as members of Congress and reminding our service members of what their obligation and what their duty compels them to do. What it was Donald Trump trying to send a message to America. It wasn't about me. It wasn't about the video. The message that he was trying to send is that if you step out of line, if you dare speak up, if you dare question authority, that we will come and we will crush you. That the costs will be too high. Well, he failed to send that message. He chose the wrong people, and he's been trying to send that message in other places, in Minneapolis, in Portland, in Denver, and he's failing everywhere. Well, they're trying to send us messages, so I have a message for them. I'm pretty bad about sitting back in a foxhole and letting people just throw grenades at me and just taking it. So we are going to start imposing costs on them. I'm taking names. Justice and accountability is coming. You cannot hide behind your masks forever. And if you think you can operate with impunity, murder Americans, deport Americans, abuse our communities, violate the law, turn your back on the Constitution, accountability is coming. They think, Donald Trump thinks, that fear is contagious. He wants us to be afraid, and he wants it to spread like wildfire.